Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us His truth. And a sincere salutations to the Tabernacle of David, you Akim pushing His truth to the four corners of the earth in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also a healthy shalom to the few Akwath who are listening and learning. It's Zakar'Yah coming at you with another lesson. And Lord's willing, it be edifying. So today I want to touch on this article from Reuters concerning Comcast, okay, which is the U.S. number one largest cable internet provider. And I wanted to speak on this because I have a form of expertise in this field. You know, I've worked in this field for many years and different portions of it. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents through the spirit. So this article is entitled Comcast Broadband Customer Losses Eclipse Upbeat Streaming Performance. So let's dive in. Comcast said broadband losses would continue after it shed more customers than expected in the first quarter, overshadowing the upbeat performance of its streaming unit and sending shares of the media conglomerate down 6% on Thursday. The company lost 65,000 broadband customers between January and March due to stiff competition from telecom firms such as T-Mobile and Verizon. The decline was more than the estimated loss of 49,000 customers, according to FactSet. And if I can say, these cable providers are losing customers, okay, to T-Mobile and Verizon because a lot of these customers are foregoing faster speeds for cheaper prices. So instead of paying, $100 and something a month for 200 megs or 300 megs and so forth and so on, they're going with these companies like T-Mobile and paying $30 a month, $40 a month for a T-Mobile hotspot, okay? A giant hotspot, okay, the size of a router, which gives them sufficient speed to do their work and their gaming, okay, but more than half the cost of a cable provider, all right? And not only that, a lot of these customers also are foregoing internet altogether, okay, as far as hotspots and modem and routers. What they're doing is they're paying for the best cell phone unlimited plan, and they're streaming their television from their phones. Okay, they're mirroring it to their smart TVs, and just using their phone for everything. Okay, because as times continue to get hard, inflation continues to increase. All right, food prices and mortgages and rents. People are trying to find a way to survive. All right, they're trying to find a way to continue pushing, lowering a certain cost. So, this only makes sense, and it's only going to continue. All right. So continuing on, it reads, we do not see this trend improving in the near term, Comcast Finance Chief Jason Armstrong said, adding that the churn could be elevated following the end of a federal internet subsidy program in May. All right. Remember, during COVID, the government came up with this, this subsidized internet program where people, since everybody was confined to their homes, people that couldn't afford internet or didn't have any internet at home, the government gave them free internet. All right. So they paid these companies like Comcast, Charter, Spectrum to give these customers internet. And now this is ending in May. All right. So once this ends, okay, this is even going to hurt Comcast even more. All right. And this is going to lead to a chain effect of more and more layoffs. All right. What does the Lord say? Matter of fact, let me grab a quick precept. Salakia. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15. It reads, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. All right. And we know that this is speaking of America, all right, which is spiritually Egypt, amongst many other things. Spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom, spiritually Babylon, spiritually Nineveh, so forth and so on. All right. So this is all part of the work of America, Babylon the Great, spiritually Egypt, coming to an end. All right. Because these layoffs are going to have a domino effect. And speaking through personal experience, okay, at my company, all right, I just found out yesterday that they laid off between 3,000 to 4,000 employees. All right. And I'm in this, and like I said, I'm in this similar field. So, things are progressing and getting real. All right. So it says the company has been vulnerable to broadband losses as lower income customers are eager to trade in speed for cheaper package. And analysts have said that the end of the federal subsidy program would put more pressure on Comcast businesses. All right. So I'm going to end it there because I don't want this article to be long. I'm on my break. And you best believe after May, a ton of layoffs are going to come. A ton of layoffs. All right. Because this internet business, customers are no longer shackled to these cable internet providers anymore. And they're going to find a way, to the best of their ability, to get around them. All right. To find a cheaper way to go about getting their internet. So I wanted to bring this up real quick. It says, the company shed 65,000 broadband customers in the first quarter, more than 47,000 loss analysts had expected. Comcast cable TV business shrank by 487,000 customers, although that was better than Wall Street expected. So even on the television end, they lost 487,000 customers. Okay, and that trend is going to continue to increase. All right, so let's get the precepts and bring this to an end. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 1. It reads, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right. Remember the Lord, okay, before these evil days come, these bad times. All right. And with all these layoffs happening, okay, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, this is the Lord creating bad times. Okay, no work for Egypt means bad times. Okay, because when there's no work, people are going to get it how they live, meaning by any means necessary. Okay, so bad times are on the horizon. So remember the Lord now. Okay, while you still have lights in your house, while you still have running water, while you still have some form of comfortability and idle time, okay, before things get crazy. So it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. What house is it speaking of? This kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. And who are the keepers of the house? These lesser luminaries. Okay? These masters, these overseers that do the bidding of the elites. Okay, these CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies that sit in these high positions that get this massive pay for doing absolutely nothing, for being an overseer. All right, they're trembling because they're seeing this empire, they're seeing this economy circle the drain. All right, and they're not in on the little secret, okay, that the elites have, that this is a systematic collapse of the world's economy. They're the fall guys, so to speak. So in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Right. There's not going to be any employment. All right. You're not going to hear Jake talking about I'm on my grind, man. I got to get the bag. I got to chase the bag. Okay. In that day, there's going to be more important things to worry about than this fiat currency. All right. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Right. The people are not going to see any future in this place. They're going to look out the windows and truly believe with all their heart and know that America will not and cannot be made great again. Okay? A complete loss of all hope. It reads, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Right. Everything for lease. No work. Homes boarded up for fear of someone breaking in and, murdering or raping their spouse, themselves, their children. Complete, utter chaos. Okay? It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And this is speaking of, when the rooster is cock-a-doodle-doo, to wake people up. All right. To wake up early, to go look for work, to go look for food, to go look for another way to survive the day of the terrible times that we're going to be living in. All right. And what's the modern day rooster? The alarm clock. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. And we know the state of music today. So, hey, man, we're here. Reality is coming at you people fast. And we keep saying this week in and week out. It's only going to continue to get worse. So Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom Israel. Wa abad babal.